I'm here on the waterway to White Oak Railway. Here in Glen, West Virginia. Okay, I can get down here now. Don't fall that. Yeah, okay, that's not the way I want to get down. But there's the old railway bridge over Thurmond Creek here. I can remember when that line was still used. I think the last train rolled across that bridge in 1994. I was like 8, maybe 9 years old. What's that? Oh, look at that. Okay, that's like an old car part or something. Let me see if I can get back up the hill. Make sure I'm zoomed out a little bit. Okay. I wanted to show that bridge from the side, but I didn't want to slide down the hill to show you that bridge from the side. But right here's the White Oak Railroad waterway. Up until probably early 1950s, around 1952 or so, this stretch was removed. From this point on to Mount Hope, this whole stretch was moved, but then it was removed and abandoned. But Mount Hope, where I done my part 2 video, I showed where the bridge across that part that's still used in the early 80s, up to the early 80s. So probably good 2 or 3, at least 2 mile stretch, maybe 3 miles at the most, between here and there. But that over there is still being used, because the stretch that goes through Glen, that goes up to Scarborough and Whipple, which I'll have to go that way a different day, was still being used in the early 90s. In fact, there's a mine at Oakwood that was still going. Well, actually, it's a loadout that's still going this late 2001, 2003. Actually, I think it might have been 2003. I'm thinking 2001, but 2001 was the one down the road. It was down near Lake Stevens, Maple Meadow mine. That's shut down. Looks like I can get back across there again. I'm not going to try it though, because this is rotten. Somebody's cut the tree that fell on the across the bridge that made it impossible to climb across us here a couple of years ago. It's gone. Probably been over a year since I've come to this particular spot. But I know if I walk across that bridge, I might fall in the creek. That's too rotten to walk across. But the Y here, let's try to show the Y, the White Oak Railway Y. There's 2 pairs of tracks through here, by the way. Well, technically it wasn't a train passing siding. It's just one track went that way and one track went this way. Originally. Of course, most of that, I don't know if any of that over there survived. I don't think any of that over there survived recent years. This is why I gotta be very careful. I want to wet foot again like I did facing the Santa train the other day. I'm filming this, by the way, I'm filming this video on November 19th is the day I'm filming the video. Don't know what day I'll get it uploaded. But the active rail line, well, the rail line was originally there and it crossed the road here. And this through here was actually a road that came across, and there used to be some houses. I think there's a house here next to this tree. Over there's the Glen Eastern line, which is now owned by R.J. Corman. But there's a bunch of houses here up until like 2012, 2013. Actually, it's 2012, 2013, 2014 is the 3 years they were buying all the houses out. All along Thurmond Creek and part of the floodplain. The people that were willing to sell though. But this is an interesting way to see back in the day. Tracks on both sides of you. You had the line here and then the line behind you. I would have loved to live here back then. That would have been, of course, most of the train traffic here was way before my time, but can you imagine being here back, let's say maybe around the time of World War II, maybe a little before, because that's when the coal traffic was really high. There was a lot more trains because of mines. I think some of these rail lines, train traffic on most of the rail lines hits historic highs during the war and then died down after. But because so many mines are doing as much cost possible, plus all the military trains that was moving through. I could probably go down there and see that bridge. I'm gonna try it. No dumping. I think I walked down here once and the houses are still here. Actually, a couple times. But this whole area gets underwater when it rains a lot, when it floods. Well, not as bad as it used to. It's weird about the houses, and the floods don't happen as often as they used to. Of course, they bought the houses and dredged the creek. But if I can get to it, there's a bridge there, the other end of the wire. I'm just trying to be quick so I can get home. It's about to get dark on me and about to get cold on me. It's only like in the high 40s right now. It's funny because somebody put a trailer over there with this portion this, the part of this is still owned by CSX. So if they wanted to rebuild it, nobody could stop them. The only stretch of the Water Oak Railway that CSX no longer owns is the stretch from where I began the video on through Mount Hope. There's a big stretch there they don't own. Most of that they don't own anymore. Except for that small portion that I pointed out, number 2, which is weird. Makes no sense why they own that small portion. My video? Oh. I had to restart the video there, so I had to slice those 2 clips together. But the one regular wire that curved towards Mount Hope was the one over there. This regular wire, the line curved towards Thurmond. So, of course, the Glen Eastern used to connect to the Virginian, whereas the Virginian became Norfolk Southern, and Glen Eastern is now R.J. Corman. But I'd like to point out something here. Glen Eastern became part of CSX, and CSX released R.J. Corman. R.J. Corman is keeping the tradition alive. Back in the day, all these branch lines and spur lines were run by short line railroads, and they would literally take the coal from the mines to the main line and hand it to the big railroad companies. R.J. Corman's keeping that tradition going. They're literally taking a train from the mine and packs to Thurmond to be picked up by CSX to be hauled to wherever they're going, which I think most if not all the train coal from the Pax mine goes overseas. It's taken down to, I forget the name of the town in Virginia. I can't think of the name of it right now. But they take it there to unload. But I like to point out this stretch, way before my time, there's 2 pairs of tracks there. But this track was still here through the 90s, but this track's probably been gone a long time. There was a rail junction here where they crossed. So technically this road had two crossings to it, because there was all the houses. Of course, back before the 1950s, you probably had to walk to your houses here because there wasn't a driveway to them. Can't remember how many houses were here. I don't think there's any houses beyond this pole though, on this stretch. I could probably look at historical aerials and see if it shows how many houses were through here. There might have been a few more past here. All part of the coal camp of Glen. They were all demolished. Well, not all. There's still a decent amount. Now, if you cross the bridge past the bank, behind the bank and stuff, there's still quite a bit of houses for the coal camp of Glen still left. But it's hard to tell now with all the trees and brush, but that's where the active line was. I bet this might be where the last house was. Looks like old driveway. Maybe that's where the last house was through here. I wish I would have took some pictures and videos here when the houses are still here. I did that through Mount Hope and all Mount Hope and Kill Site, because if I live in Mount Hope, I took so many pictures and a few videos of the houses and stuff in Mount Hope and Kill Site. I'm trying to figure out how to transform from my Facebook onto my phone so I could upload on my YouTube, because I videoed a lot of them being demolished. I don't know when they put I think it's after the rail line was removed. After the rail line was removed, the road was extended to come out here so it can come in both ends. Before that, I should have pointed out in the video, it's too late now, but I should have pointed that out where they had where the road was, where the road came down from next to the Exxon station. Because I'm actually on the right of way again. Yeah, looks almost like the track was there. Although there wasn't. Initially, way back in the day, there was a junction switch here where it came from single, well, I can't say single track to double track. It went from one pair of tracks to two pairs of tracks, but I think the farther over track was originally the one that went to Mount Hope, but it's also the one they kept using and had the switches come off. It's weird because, I'm trying to think here. So the rail line up until probably late 90s, 99 or 2000, came across the road right here. And I think it curved at an angle, went over there. Something like that. It's funny that you would think the road's the right way because everybody drives it, but the actual right of way, it crosses, and then somewhere in here moved over like 10 feet or so and went there where the brush is. Where the brush is where 90% of the right of way. Of course, I'm on the right of way now. I'm going to say a few hundred feet from the railroad crossing that curved, and from that point on, it's a bus. But something else I have to point out while I'm thinking about it, the original alignment of the White Oak Railway came right in front of the Blank of Glen and curved. Apparently came across the field and turned here. Somehow made a curve and turned and went up that way. That's the original alignment, but I think they had to redo the alignment. When they redone it, they got rid of that really sharp curve. Of course, that alignment's been gone a long time. The relay case is still here, by the way. That's actually the relay case of the signal tower that used to be here. Not only is the relay case still here, but the lock is still here. Even the lock is still here. That is so cool. That's the old railway switch lock. It's amazing because the rail line was removed in either 1999 or 2000 was when the rail line was removed. And then it went through there. It went through the angle. I would love to see this rebuilt because it crossed the road there, and then it crossed the Scarborough Road on over. So it crossed a couple of different spots here. Now that stretch there I'll do a different day because there's not enough daylight left. There's a 2 or 3 mile stretch I want to walk and film. That's right away. The problem is I got to do it and have enough daylight left to do it. Because in the next 30 minutes to an hour it's going to be getting